Jeff Horton is the associate head coach and the offensive coordinator of the San Diego State football team. And the Aztecs, we all know by now, lost 42-24 to South Alabama on the road, fell out of the top 25. And unfortunately, as the conference schedule gets underway, there's just nobody left on the conference schedule to help propel this team back into the top 25 unless you just start putting beatdowns on everybody.
That's what you got to do.
Right. Here's Jeff Horton back on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hi, Coach.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Awesome. Doing
Yeah?
Great. Yeah.
Recovered from Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't have the hangover. Can't let the same team beat you twice. You got to move on to the next one.
Coach, what is your post-film study analysis? Why was South Alabama able to be so successful against San Diego State?
They got good athletes. They played better than we did that night. We made some uncharacteristic mistakes, but they were a big part of the reason why. There's no alibiing. They just did a better job that night, and they were a better team. Yeah,
but Coach, you say all that, but those uncharacteristic mistakes. I mean, what's the tight end's name who scored the touchdown and then did the throat slashing?
Throat slash, yeah.
Which, by the way, was a very ticky-tack penalty. I've seen plenty of other guys in college football do it and not get flagged for it. But that one was bad. An unforced error. The punt, the snapper air mails it over the punter.
Yeah.
Punter doesn't know what to do. He jumps on it, which was, I would think that trying to kick it out of the back of the end zone for a safety would have been the smarter thing to do, but it's in the moment. So, there's just some really weird things that happened to this Aztec football team. Why?
I wish I knew why. If I did, obviously you never let those kind of mistakes happen. Just things happen fast during the game. You have a millisecond to react to it. Snappers were thrown in there. We lost number one snapper. He tore his knee up there and covering the punt. So this guy's first time in there, and I'm sure he was a little jittery with nerves. And we fumbled the ball. We haven't fumbled all year. We fumbled the ball there in a 3rd and short situation that they run back 80 yards for a touchdown. So the things we did wrong were really multiplied by what the outcome was off of them. That fumble, the snap over to him. There's 14 points, right there in those situations.
Yeah, Coach, you fumbled the ball 3 times, lost 2 of them, and
yep.
That's something that'll just wreck your game plan.
Yeah, no doubt. We're number 1 in the nation last year in turnover margin. Even with the other night, we're still top 27, but that's too many. We always say the biggest statistical key to victory is winning the turnover battle, and we take pride in being the best, as we were last year, and we've got to do a much better job taking care of the ball if we want to repeat as that.
Jeff Horton is the associate head coach, the offensive coordinator of the Aztecs. Coach, we got to ask you, the score is 35-24, and the game's not quite out of control yet, but certainly South Alabama has gained control of the game. And as the Aztecs are trying to make a comeback, you mentioned you get to 3rd and short. You decide to try and hand off to a fullback, who, by the way, is a converted quarterback, this kid, Nick Vauden. The question everybody would have is, why that play versus giving the ball to your Heisman hopeful, a senior, the best player on your team? Why not give the ball to Pumphrey? Why try and hand the ball off to a fullback?
Well, obviously, we'd watched a lot of film, and we think that play is a good play, and it works, and that's what we had dialed up. You can't give the ball Pumphrey every down all game long. We used him as a decoy, split out on it, but, it didn't work. So that's on me as the offensive coordinator.
You go back and you look at it. What happened on that play?
Yeah, we just had a bad exchange.
Just bad exchange from quarterback to fullback, or was it right? Or is it center quarterback? What as you watch?
Yeah, it's not. This isn't the blame game sitting here name names or name people. Hey, we failed as an offense.
All right. Boy, you come on, Coach.
These guys are college, right? This isn't, you're not talking about the Chargers. You're talking
right.
about college.
No, listen, I get it. Look,
so
I'm not trying to blame anybody.
Make mistakes, yeah.
I know, but you know what, Coach? Look, we're not. It's not. Nobody's blaming the center, the quarterback, or the fullback. Like you just said, it's on you.
That's right. It's on me.
Yeah.
I take to that. Just like I tell the offense, the players and coaches, it all starts and it all ends with me.
When you look back on it, good play call, bad play call.
I'd call it again in a second.
Gotcha. All right. Well, there you have it. There's a coach who's committed to his game plan.
Yeah.
Coach Jeff Horton, we wish you the best of luck this Saturday when you guys get underway inside the conference, and let's see what happens here because, as you well know, there is just not a game left on this schedule. There is no Cal. There is no revenge on the road at South Alabama, and now it's about winning this conference and seeing if maybe you can get back into some national respect.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's a long season. There's still 8 games out there. It's a possibility of 2 more after that. Hopefully we can take care of our business on Saturday. It's never easy to win in college football. Every game's a grind. I think that's proven week in and week out when you see scores or upsets in college. So anybody can beat anybody, and you got to be we don't have to be the best team or a top 25 team on Saturday. We just got to be the best team and 12-Con Stadium, and if we are, then we'll be 4-1.
You know what, though? I'll just tell you this, Billy Ray. I don't know if in your experience you ever had a situation like this. And, Coach, just I'd be curious to hear what you think about the attitude of the team this week coming off such a devastating loss. But I've seen teams where they had such high expectations and they get upset, and then rather than coming back and destroying people, they've let that one loss ruin their season. Yeah. What's been the attitude of the team, Coach?
Well, we've had 2 great days of practice. I think kids are pretty resilient. I think they worry about that stuff for about 30 minutes. They're into the social media, bearing their nose. They can't, most kids in college, and Billy was probably the same way just like I was. You can't see the ball. You're looking like at the next couple of hours, looking down the road. So I think kids probably bounce back a whole heck of a lot faster than coaches do. Because that's just their nature, and our kids are fired up. We know we have you lose one game. There wasn't a team in the country that didn't lose one game last year. So, we obviously wanted to be undefeated. We can't do that. We can still do a lot of great things and have a great year.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Thanks, Coach Horton. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Jeff Horton, the associate head coach from the Aztecs.